techniques. We use a number of techniques within this program. And the program has many, many techniques and strategies and tools. The reason why we have many tools and many techniques and many strategies within the program, the coaching program, is because we specifically make sure that it meets your needs. It's specific to you. Okay, so it's not like reading a book. When you read a book, that book's been written for a number of people who are going to be reading the book. And I've contributed to a number of books, and I'm writing a new one at the moment, which will be out next year, which is a different story. And as much as I enjoy writing, I love writing, I like sharing things that I do, and as much as it's powerful and it might have them words of inspiration, the techniques are there. When you're writing a book, it's always generic because you can't specifically work with everyone who's reading the book. They're all in different places in their life. What we can do this program, we impact your life directly for you, directly to meet your needs, which is the most important thing, to make sure it's specific for you. Which is why a number of you out there listening and watching will have read many books, will have gone to many seminars, and it's never long lasting, because what we do in the Get Busy Living program, we work at a higher level of spiritual purpose to move you and make the changes long lasting. Make sure that the changes we make are long lasting and stay with you forever. And you'll always have the material, always be able to revisit the material and be able to move you forward in the direction you'd like to go in life. Now, what I'd like to do is share a couple of techniques with you before we move forward. One of the techniques I'd like to share with you, and one of the techniques I work with my clients, is the first thing I do whenever a client comes along to me. I have many, many clients across a lot of different areas, and I deal with people who are setting goals to become Olympic athletes and Olympic champions. I deal with people who are setting goals to be professional footballers, professional athletes. I deal with people who have got business goals, who are setting up new businesses, who have existing businesses as well. I deal with people looking to lose weight, people who are looking to overcome depression. I deal with people who are substance misuse, who self-harm, who reach a very low point in their life. So it's quite diverse. And one of the first things I do with all my clients, I sit my clients down and I ask them where their state of mind is and where they'd like it to be. And as an outcome of achieving that new state of mind, what would the result be? Where would it get you? So an easy way to explain it, I may have a client come to me and say, okay, I feel absolutely lousy. I feel terrible. I don't feel good with myself. Okay, and one of the things I'll ask the client is, okay, where would you like to be in your mind? What state of mind? Where would you like to be in your mind? So if at the moment you feel terrible, if at the moment you don't feel great, you feel down, you feel depressed, where do you want to be? And more often than not, the amount of people I see don't even know themselves. They don't know. They don't know where they want to be. And they don't even know how they feel. They've been to see, and a perfect example is a client I saw a few weeks ago. They came along and said to me that they were depressed. They suffered from depression. Okay. So they came to me during a session. I said, well, how do you feel? And they said they weren't sure. They were depressed. Well, I said, describe depression. What is depression? How do you feel? What do you mean by feeling depressed? And they said, well, I just don't feel good. I just feel down. I just don't feel happy with myself. I said, is there any times that you do feel happy with yourself? Well, occasionally I feel happy when I'm doing certain activities, when I'm watching certain TV programs, when I'm eating, when I'm seeing my friends, when I'm doing other activities that make me happy. And I said, well, there are times that you're happy. So whilst you may be depressed sometimes in your life, there are times you're happy. So there is a window of opportunity for you to become happier and have more fulfillment. So the fact that we have times in our lives that are challenging, we don't feel on top form, it doesn't mean to say that it's the end of the road. And in asking what they felt depression was, they couldn't explain exactly how they felt, which is fair enough. And they just said they felt lousy, they don't feel too great. And my question was, well, how do you want to feel? Okay, so if present state is feeling depressed, feeling lousy, not feeling happy with yourself, what is your desired state? How do you want to feel? Well, I want to feel happy. Well, my question is, well, how do you know you're going to be happy? How do you know what happiness is? Tell me what happiness is to you. Well, I don't know. The answer I get, I don't know what happiness is. Well, what would happiness look like? What would it be like to be happy? Where would you be? And clarity is power. If we don't have the clarity, if we don't know where we are, if we don't know where we'd like to be, then we haven't got a road, we haven't got a target to aim for. So I'll work on the principle of present state of mind, desired state of mind. And as a result of being in your desired state of mind, what would it mean to you? What outcome would you achieve? So if you were happier, what could you do different? Well, as an outcome of being happy, I'd be more comfortable around people. I'd be more comfortable going out and asking someone on a date. I'd be more comfortable going for that job interview. I'd be more comfortable enrolling for that university degree. I'd be more comfortable in certain things in my life I can't do now. And that's a perfect example of what many clients will say. And if you can relate to that, you'll understand. Because I know there's been times in my life where I could relate to that. And I know these tools and techniques help me move my life forward so rapidly and so powerfully. It was unbelievable. I really moved things along at a really powerful rate. And you can do the same if you feel this way. And if you don't feel this way, you don't have to feel this way. It can also help where goals are concerned in setting yourself targets. But being in the right state of mind to achieve an outcome is crucial. And the perfect example, if you're looking to write a book, where do you want to be mentally? Where does your mind need to be to write a book? Okay, what place do you want your mind to be? In a creative state of mind? And I work with writers as well, and they'll come along and say, okay, I've got a bit of writing block, I'm finding it difficult to write. And I'll say, well, where do you want your mind to be? Well, a lot more creative. As a result of being more creative, what would the outcome be? I could really make some significant inroads in the book. And then obviously we can direct an application towards what they want to be, what state of mind they want to be, which is crucial and really important. And it's really, really important that we are very clear about where we are, our state of mind is, about where we want it to be. And it's very, very clear about where we want our outcome, what we want our outcome to be. Because if we don't give ourselves a target to aim for, we're not going to hit anything, we're not going to achieve it. I can think of a lot of people who are neither here or there in life. They're neither up, they're neither down, they're just not sure, they don't know where they are. They're totally confused. They're not happy, they're not sad. They don't know where they are, they're on the roller coaster of life. They let life be a roller coaster. They've got no control of where they are. And that's mainly because they haven't got an outcome. And they haven't got a strong enough purpose or passion to work towards an outcome. And life passes you by so fast, and before you know it, you're to a point where you haven't lived a life of fulfillment. There's nothing worse than not living a life of fulfillment. There's nothing worse than not fulfilling your potential in life. And we've all got an abundance of potential. We've all got a massive opportunity in life to set a benchmark. We've all got a massive opportunity in life to make a massive mark on life, which is important, and it will be important, albeit it may not seem to be important now. It may be important in the future in life. It may be crucial. You might look back and regret the things that you didn't do, because a lot of people don't regret the things that they did do, they regret the things that they didn't do.